Ladies and gentlemen, the most powerful force in your life is not your body, not your bank account, not even your physical surroundings. It is your mind. The mind is the seat of control for every decision, every habit, and every action that defines who you are and where you will go. The mind is the most potent tool you possess. It is not just an organ, it is the engine of your existence, the seat of your reasoning, creativity, and decisions. Everything you see in your life today, whether success or struggle, abundance or lack, is a reflection of what has first existed in your mind. Your thoughts shape your reality because as a man thinks, so is he. The mind is like fertile ground. Whatever you plant in it will grow, whether good or bad, purposeful or destructive. If you sow seeds of doubt, fear, or failure, your life will bear the fruit of those thoughts. But if you plant seeds of faith, creativity, and determination, you will see a harvest of growth and fulfillment. The mind defines your life. Every major decision, every small choice, every habit that you have developed finds its origin in the way you think. People often blame external factors for their circumstances, blaming their upbringing, their environment, or even other people for where they are in life. But the truth is, no matter where you begin, the condition of your mind will determine where you end. Your thoughts are the architects of your future. If you think small, you live small. If you think with vision, you live with impact. The limits you face in life are not physical barriers, they are mental barriers that you have not yet overcome. Change your thinking and you will change your life. The greatest battles you face are not external, they are internal. The mind is the battlefield where every war for progress, success, and transformation is fought. Fear tries to paralyze you. Doubt whispers that you are not enough. Insecurity convinces you that you are unworthy. These are battles of the mind, and they are fierce. But here is the good news: you have the power to win. The mind can be trained, disciplined, and strengthened to overcome any opposition. Just as a warrior prepares for battle, you must prepare your mind for the challenges you face. Success begins when you conquer the war within. The mind is not stagnant, it can grow, change, and adapt. However, this requires intentional effort. You cannot pour new wine into old wineskins, and you cannot build a new life with an old way of thinking. Renewal of the mind is not optional if you desire transformation. It is the key to unlocking your potential. Renewal happens when you challenge limiting beliefs, replace them with empowering truths, and align your thoughts with the vision you have for your life. It is a daily process, not a one-time event. Every morning you must ask yourself, what will I allow my mind to focus on today? Will I feed it with fear or with faith? The answer to that question will determine the direction of your life. What you see in life is determined by the condition of your mind. Your mind is the true lens through which you view the world. It is not your eyes that determine what you see, it is your mind. Some people see challenges and opportunities, while others see only obstacles. Why? Because their minds are conditioned differently. The person who believes in possibilities will always find a way, while the one who is bound by doubt will always find an excuse. Vision is not about physical sight, it is about mental clarity. The ability to look beyond what is in front of you and imagine what could be is a function of the mind. If you want to see more, you must train your mind to think bigger. The mind is constantly under assault. From the media you consume to the conversations you entertain, everything is trying to influence your thoughts. That is why it is crucial to guard the gates of your mind. Be mindful of what you allow into your mental space. Just as you would protect your home from intruders, you must protect your mind from toxic influences. What you hear, see, and read will eventually shape the way you think. Surround yourself with voices that inspire, challenge, and uplift you. Feed your mind with knowledge, wisdom, and truth. Whatever you allow into your mind will take root, grow, and produce fruit in your life. A disciplined mind is a powerful mind. Training your mind is like training a muscle. It requires effort, consistency, and practice. A mind that is focused and disciplined can accomplish extraordinary things. History is filled with stories of individuals who achieved greatness not because of their physical strength or external resources, but because of the strength of their minds. A disciplined mind can solve problems, overcome challenges, and create opportunities. Education, reflection, and intentional growth are tools to strengthen your mental capacity. The mind is also a wellspring of creativity. Every invention, every piece of art, every solution to a problem began as a thought in someone's mind. The human mind was designed to create. It has the power to imagine what does not yet exist and bring it to life. Creativity is not limited to a select few. It is a gift inherent in every person. The question is not whether you are creative, but whether you are allowing your creativity to flourish. Unlocking the creative potential of your mind can lead to innovations that impact the world. Finally, the mind is the key to true freedom. You can be physically free, but mentally enslaved by fear, doubt, and insecurity. On the other hand, a liberated mind can overcome even the harshest external circumstances. True freedom begins in the mind. When you free your thoughts from limitations, you free your life from stagnation. You cannot control everything that happens to you, but you can control how your mind responds. And when your mind is free, you are unstoppable. Every great transformation begins in the mind, but it is also where the greatest struggles occur. The mind is a battlefield, and within it, the war for your future is fought. You may be unaware, but every day you are engaged in a battle between opposing forces: the force of progress and the force of limitation, the force of belief and the force of doubt, the force of hope and the force of fear. These mental battles are not fought with physical weapons, but with thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. When you set out to achieve something great, it's not the physical challenges that are your greatest enemy, it's the thoughts that arise in your mind. Fear will whisper that you are not good enough, doubt will tell you that success is impossible, and insecurity will convince you that you don't deserve it. These thoughts will come, and they will be relentless. In fact, the more significant the transformation you desire, the fiercer the battle in your mind will be. Why? Because when you seek to rise higher, your old patterns, limitations, and fears will fight to hold you back. Your mind will resist the unfamiliar territory of growth, and that resistance can feel overwhelming. But here's the truth: the greatest transformation you will ever experience happens not in your circumstances, but in your mind. The battle is won in the realm of thought. If you can conquer your mind, you will conquer your life. If you allow fear, doubt, or negativity to control your thoughts, you will remain bound to your current reality. But if you train your mind to focus on possibilities, growth, and the belief that you are capable, you will win the war and emerge victorious. The struggle of the mind is where the difference between success and failure is made. The people who succeed are not necessarily the ones with the best circumstances, the greatest talent, or the most resources. They are the ones who win the battle in their minds. They learn to reject negative thoughts and replace them with positive, empowering beliefs. They learn to refuse the voices of fear and insecurity and instead listen to the voice of confidence and courage. The fight for your destiny is fought and won in the arena of the mind. One of the greatest weapons that the mind uses against you is doubt. Doubt is a powerful force because it plants seeds of uncertainty. Once doubt takes root in your mind, it can quickly spread and erode your confidence. It tells you that you are not capable, that your dreams are too big, or that you are not worthy of success. But let me remind you, doubt is a liar. Doubt does not have the power to determine your future unless you allow it to. The key to overcoming doubt is to challenge it with truth. You must remind yourself that you were created with purpose and potential, and no doubt can change that reality. When doubt arises, replace it with faith. Faith is the antidote to doubt, and it has the power to overcome every obstacle. Fear is another enemy in the battlefield of the mind. Fear comes to paralyze you, to make you shrink back from pursuing your dreams. It tells you that something bad will happen if you take the leap, that you will fail, or that you will be exposed as inadequate. Fear's primary goal is to keep you stuck. to prevent you from stepping out of your comfort zone and into the unknown. But fear does not have the final word in your life. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to move forward in spite of it. Every person who has achieved greatness has had to confront fear head-on and choose to move beyond it. The more you face your fears, the less power they will have over you. In addition to fear and doubt, insecurity is another mental force that can undermine your success. Insecurity causes you to question your worth, your abilities, and your potential. It tells you that you are not good enough to accomplish what you've set out to do. But the truth is, insecurity is a lie designed to keep you small. Your worth is not determined by external factors, it is inherent in who you are. You are already enough, and you have the capacity to achieve everything that is in your heart. Insecurity must be silenced by the truth of your identity. When you know who you are, insecurity loses its grip on you. The key to winning the battlefield of the mind is not to avoid these struggles, but to face them with the right tools. First, you must recognize the negative thoughts when they arise. Awareness is the first step in overcoming any challenge. You cannot fight an enemy you do not see. Once you identify the thoughts of fear, doubt, or insecurity, you can challenge them with the truth. You must replace every negative thought with a positive, empowering thought. The mind will naturally gravitate toward negativity, so you must actively counteract it with positive affirmations, truths, and beliefs that align with your purpose. Second, you must discipline your mind. Just as you train your body to grow stronger, you must train your mind to think positively, to focus on what you want rather than what you fear. This discipline comes through daily practice. What you feed your mind will determine its strength. If you feed it negativity, it will grow weak. But if you feed it truth, wisdom, and hope, it will grow strong and resilient. Lastly, you must never give up. The battle of the mind is ongoing. It doesn't stop because you win one victory. But every victory you win strengthens you for the next one. The more you face and overcome the negative thoughts that try to hold you back, the more you grow into the person you were always meant to be. Victory in the battlefield of the mind is not just about winning a single battle, it is about becoming a warrior, one thought at a time. The mind must be renewed. Old patterns limit new possibilities, and transformation comes through the renewal of your mind. Many people live their lives governed by outdated thoughts and beliefs, unable to move forward because their minds are trapped in past experiences, failures, or limiting perceptions. To break free from this cycle, the mind must undergo a radical transformation, a renewal that allows it to embrace new possibilities, to think beyond current limitations, and to open up to the incredible potential that exists within every individual. The renewal of the mind is not a one-time event, but a continuous, intentional process. It is a conscious choice to reject old, unproductive thought patterns and replace them with new, empowering beliefs that align with your purpose and potential. The way you think determines the way you live. And if you desire to see change in your life, you must first change the way you think. You cannot hold on to old, limiting beliefs and expect to achieve new, greater results. If you want to move forward, your mind must be reprogrammed, just like a computer that needs an upgrade to handle new tasks. Our past experiences, both good and bad, shape the way we view the world. But often, these experiences can trap us in a cycle of thinking that holds us back. If you've faced failure or disappointment in the past, it is easy to let those experiences define your future. The mind, when left unchecked, can latch onto failure and create a narrative that reinforces the idea that you are incapable or unworthy of success. Similarly, the positive experiences of the past can create a comfort zone that resists change. This is why old patterns of thinking are so limiting. They prevent you from stepping into the fullness of your potential. Transformation begins when you consciously choose to let go of the past and embrace a new way of thinking. You must renew your mind by replacing outdated thoughts with those that reflect the greatness that lies within you. This process requires you to challenge and confront the beliefs that have held you back. If you believe that you cannot succeed because of your past mistakes, or because others have told you that you are not capable, you must challenge those thoughts. The renewal of the mind is about changing your internal dialogue, replacing self-limiting beliefs with empowering truths. The world around you constantly pushes you to conform to a particular standard, but true transformation occurs when you stop allowing external forces to dictate your thoughts. The mind was not created to be a passive recipient of external influences. It was created to be a powerful agent of change. When you renew your mind, you take back control of your thoughts and direct them toward your goals, your vision, and your purpose. Transformation begins when you refuse to let your past define your future and when you choose to think in alignment with your highest potential. The process of renewing the mind requires intention and effort. It is not something that happens by accident. Just as you would not expect to see physical transformation without effort in the gym, the same is true for the mind. To renew your mind, you must intentionally feed it with knowledge, wisdom, and truth. You must surround yourself with positive influences that challenge your old way of thinking and help you grow into the person you were always meant to be. This could mean reading books that inspire you, listening to speakers who challenge you, or engaging in conversations that broaden your perspective. The mind is like a garden, and what you plant in it will grow. You cannot expect your mind to be renewed if you continue to feed it with negativity, fear, or doubt. The process of renewing your mind also involves letting go of the old patterns of thought that no longer serve you. These old patterns are often deeply ingrained in your subconscious. But that does not mean they are permanent. Just as a muscle can be retrained through exercise, so too can the mind be retrained through consistent practice. Each time you consciously reject a negative thought and replace it with a positive one, you are rewiring your brain and creating a new neural pathway that supports your growth and transformation. Transformation happens in the mind, but it also extends to every area of life. When you begin to renew your mind, you will see a shift in your behavior, your actions, and your relationships. New opportunities will begin to appear, and you will approach challenges with confidence instead of fear. The renewal of the mind is the catalyst for the manifestation of your greatest potential. It is the starting point for creating the life you have always dreamed of. The key to successful transformation is understanding that your mind is a tool, and like any tool, it must be used correctly. When you renew your mind, you align it with the possibilities that exist for your life. You begin to see yourself as capable of achieving things that once seemed impossible. The process of renewing your mind allows you to break free from the limitations that have been placed on you by society, by your past, or even by yourself. It is through this renewal that you begin to experience true freedom, the freedom to think bigger, to dream higher, and to step into the fullness of your purpose. But remember, the renewal of the mind is not something that happens overnight. It is a daily process of choosing to think differently, of consciously replacing old, limiting thoughts with new, empowering ones. With time, this practice will become second nature, and you will begin to see a transformation not just in your thoughts, but in your life. When your mind is renewed, you will experience a shift in your reality, one thought at a time. The mind controls your vision. Your ability to see beyond your current circumstances, to look past the challenges, and to envision a future full of possibility is entirely determined by the imagination of your mind. Vision is not just about the physical sight that allows you to see the world around you. It is about the capacity to imagine a reality that does not yet exist, to see what could be rather than what is. It is this vision that propels you toward your purpose and your potential. The mind has an extraordinary ability to shape the way you perceive the world. When your mind is filled with limitations, doubts, and negative thoughts, your vision is clouded and you see only obstacles and challenges. You become stuck in your current circumstances, unable to move beyond them. However, when your mind is renewed, open, and inspired, your vision expands and you begin to see beyond the present moment. You begin to envision opportunities, growth, and success, and this vision becomes the driving force that pushes you to pursue your dreams. Imagination is the key to unlocking this vision. The mind has the ability to create images of possibilities, even when there is no tangible evidence of those possibilities in the present. The ability to imagine something greater than your current reality is a powerful tool for change. When you imagine a better future, a better version of yourself, or a better world, you are laying the foundation for it to come to pass. Everything in life begins with an idea or a vision, and the imagination of your mind is the birthplace of that vision. When you dare to dream and allow your mind to conceive of a life beyond what is currently before you, you are setting in motion the forces necessary to bring that dream into reality. The mind's ability to control vision means that what you focus on is what you will ultimately create in your life. If you focus on the problems, the struggles, and the limitations, your vision will remain narrow, and you will be stuck in a cycle of negativity. But if you focus on possibilities, opportunities, and solutions, your vision will expand, and you will begin to take the necessary steps to achieve what once seemed impossible. The mind determines how you see the world, and therefore it controls what you can achieve. One of the greatest gifts you can give yourself is the ability to see beyond your current circumstances. Life is filled with difficulties, setbacks, and challenges, but these are not the final say. Your circumstances are temporary, but your vision is powerful. If you allow your mind to be fixated on what is happening around you, you will miss the potential that lies ahead. Vision sees beyond the now. It looks at what could be, what should be, and what you can make happen. The capacity to see beyond your circumstances is the difference between those who remain stuck and those who rise above. Vision is not just about having a dream, it is about having the mindset to pursue that dream despite what is happening in the present. It is about being able to see success even when failure seems imminent. Visionaries do not wait for the perfect conditions to take action. They take action because they can already see the end result in their minds. They envision the finished product, the accomplishment, the success, and this vision motivates them to take the first step, no matter how uncertain or challenging the journey may seem. When you renew your mind and expand your vision, you begin to make decisions based not on your current reality but on the future that you are working toward. Your actions begin to align with your vision, and you are no longer dictated by the limitations of the present. The mind gives you the capacity to rise above the present and act in faith based on the potential you see for your future. It gives you the courage to move forward, even when there are no guarantees of success, because you know that the vision you hold is worth the effort. A powerful vision begins with the mind. The mind has the ability to focus on a goal and map out the steps needed to reach it. It enables you to visualize success and break down the seemingly insurmountable obstacles that stand in your way. When your mind is clear and focused, your vision becomes sharper, and you are better equipped to overcome the challenges that come your way. The clearer your vision, the more determined you become to make it a reality. Vision is a driving force that provides direction in your life. It motivates you to keep moving forward, even when the journey is tough. It fuels your passion and determination, propelling you to take action even in the face of adversity. Vision creates momentum. Once your mind has a clear picture of what is possible, you begin to move toward that possibility with energy and confidence. Vision moves you from a place of uncertainty to a place of clarity, and it turns your dreams into achievable goals. But vision alone is not enough. The mind must be trained to keep the vision in focus. There will be distractions, setbacks, and moments of doubt. Your ability to maintain your vision in the midst of these challenges is what will determine whether you succeed or give up. When your mind is disciplined to hold on to the vision, to reject distractions, and to persevere through difficulties, you become unstoppable. The mind controls your vision, but you control your mind. By consistently aligning your thoughts with the vision you hold, you give that vision the power to shape your life. The power of vision lies in its ability to guide you toward your destiny. When your mind is filled with possibilities and your vision is clear, you begin to make decisions that align with the life you want to create. Your vision becomes a map that directs your path and keeps you focused on the end goal. The more you strengthen your ability to see beyond your current circumstances, the more you will find that your future unfolds according to the vision you hold in your mind. Guard the gates of the mind. What you allow into your mind determines what comes out of your life. Just as a fortress is protected by strong gates that prevent unwanted intruders, your mind must be protected from the negative, harmful, and toxic influences that seek to enter it. The mind is a powerful force, and what you feed it shapes your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Every day your mind is exposed to external stimuli, from the people you interact with to the media you consume. All of these inputs have the potential to impact the way you think, the way you see yourself, and ultimately the way you live. The gates of the mind are the filters through which information enters. And if those gates are not guarded, your life will be shaped by forces outside your control. What you allow into your mind becomes the foundation upon which your beliefs, attitudes, and actions are built. It is crucial to be vigilant about what you expose yourself to, because your mind will absorb and reflect the thoughts, emotions, and ideas you allow in. If you allow negativity, doubt, fear, or hatred to enter your mind, those things will manifest in your life. If you fill your mind with hope, faith, positivity, and wisdom, you will see those qualities reflected in your life as well. The process of guarding your mind requires you to be conscious of the influence of external sources. Not everything that enters your life is beneficial. Whether it's through the words of others, the entertainment you consume, or the environment you surround yourself with, your mind is constantly being influenced. It is your responsibility to ensure that what you allow in aligns with the person you want to become and the life you wish to create. The more you expose yourself to negativity, the more your thoughts will align with it. The more you expose yourself to wisdom, love, and possibility, the more your life will reflect those qualities. Your thoughts are the seeds that will grow into your reality. If you plant seeds of doubt, fear, and insecurity, you will see those thoughts blossom into limiting beliefs, paralyzing fear, and a life defined by smallness. If, however, you plant seeds of vision, hope, faith, and possibility, your life will flourish with growth, opportunities, and the realization of your potential. But just like a garden, the mind requires regular care and attention. It's not enough to simply guard the gates once and then forget about it. Every day, you must actively choose what you allow to enter your mind, just as a gardener chooses which plants to nurture and which weeds to remove. Guarding the gates of your mind also involves being selective about the voices you listen to. The people you associate with have a significant impact on the way you think. If you constantly surround yourself with individuals who are negative, cynical, or limited in their thinking, those influences will seep into your own mindset. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you, and encourage you to reach higher, you will begin to see your own thoughts shift. The power of association cannot be underestimated. You become like the people you spend the most time with. Therefore, it is crucial to choose your associations wisely. Choose relationships that build you up, support your growth, and align with the vision you have for your life. Additionally, guarding the gates of your mind means being aware of the media you consume. In today's world, we are constantly bombarded by information, news, social media, television, advertisements, and more. Much of what is presented to us is negative, divisive, or filled with fear. While it is important to stay informed, you must be careful not to let these external influences dictate your mindset. Constant exposure to negativity can create a distorted view of the world and can rob you of your peace, confidence, and vision. Choose to consume content that uplifts, educates, and empowers you. Fill your mind with messages of hope, inspiration, and truth. By consciously curating what you allow into your mind, you can ensure that it remains aligned with your purpose and the future you want to create. Your thoughts also have the power to influence your emotions. When negative or harmful information enters your mind, it stirs up negative emotions. These emotions, in turn, shape your actions. If your mind is filled with anger, fear, or bitterness, those emotions will govern your behavior. But when you guard your mind and choose to fill it with positive thoughts, your emotions will be aligned with peace, joy, and love, and your actions will reflect those positive emotions. This is why it is so important to be vigilant about what you allow into your mind. You are not just guarding your thoughts, you are guarding your emotions, your actions, and the outcomes of your life. In order to guard the gates of your mind, you must develop mental discipline. This discipline means being aware of your thoughts and intentionally choosing what to focus on. It means recognizing when negative thoughts arise and replacing them with positive, empowering beliefs. It means training your mind to reject thoughts of fear, doubt, and insecurity and to replace them with thoughts of confidence, faith, and possibility. This mental discipline must be practiced daily. The mind is constantly at work processing information and reacting to the world around you. But you have the power to direct your thoughts and control the flow of information into your mind. The more disciplined you are in guarding the gates of your mind, the more control you will have over the direction of your life. When you allow only the best influences into your mind, your life will reflect the best. When you choose to focus on what is good, pure, and true, you will create a reality that reflects those qualities. Guarding the gates of your mind is not a passive activity, it is an active, ongoing process that requires constant attention and intentional action. But when you do this, you unlock the power to shape your life, your future, and your destiny. A trained mind is a powerful tool. A disciplined and educated mind is unstoppable in achieving purpose. The mind, when cultivated, sharpened, and directed, has the incredible capacity to shape your reality and drive you toward your goals. The power of the mind lies in its ability to think, analyze, and create. However, like any tool, the mind must be trained, honed, and developed to reach its fullest potential. Without discipline and focus, the mind can become a scattered, unfocused force, directing your energy toward distractions and away from purpose. But when your mind is trained, it becomes an unstoppable engine that propels you toward your destiny. Training the mind involves developing the ability to focus, to concentrate on what truly matters, and to reject distractions that pull you away from your purpose. Just as a muscle becomes stronger with consistent exercise, the mind becomes more powerful through consistent discipline and practice. The more you work to focus your thoughts, the sharper your mind becomes, and the more capable it is of achieving whatever you set your heart and mind to. A trained mind is one that is aligned with purpose, that can see opportunities where others see obstacles, and that understands how to navigate through challenges to reach its goals. Discipline is the foundation of a trained mind. Discipline is the ability to make consistent decisions that align with your long-term goals, regardless of how you feel in the moment. A disciplined mind does not give in to the fleeting desires of the flesh or the distractions of the world. It stays focused on the greater vision, continually working toward it with persistence and determination. When the mind is disciplined, it no longer wastes time on unimportant things. It knows what to prioritize, what to pursue, and what to eliminate. It keeps its eyes on the goal, refusing to be distracted by the temporary things that come and go. But discipline alone is not enough. A trained mind must also be educated. Education, in this context, is not simply about acquiring knowledge from external sources, but about training the mind to think critically, to analyze information, and to apply wisdom in decision-making. An educated mind understands the importance of continuous learning. It knows that growth comes not from resting on what is already known, but from pushing the boundaries of understanding and seeking new perspectives. The more you educate your mind, the more capable it becomes of solving problems, creating solutions, and innovating in ways that move you closer to your purpose. An educated mind is one that has developed the capacity to think strategically. It does not make decisions based on impulse or emotion, but on careful analysis and a clear understanding of the desired outcome. When your mind is trained and educated, it can approach challenges with clarity and wisdom. It can sift through options and discern the best course of action, even in the midst of uncertainty. The power of a trained mind is in its ability to think through problems and come up with creative solutions that lead to progress. A mind that is disciplined and educated is not easily swayed by circumstances or doubts. It remains focused and determined, knowing that with the right mindset, all obstacles can be overcome. When the mind is properly trained, it becomes a tool for achieving purpose. Every individual has a unique purpose in life, a reason for existence that is often tied to their talents, passions, and calling. A trained mind is one that knows how to recognize and pursue that purpose with vigor and determination. It understands that achieving purpose requires intentional effort, focus, and direction. A trained mind also understands that purpose is not always a straight path, and it is equipped to navigate through challenges, setbacks, and detours. The mind, when trained, sees obstacles not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth and learning. It knows that purpose is a journey, and every experience, good or bad, contributes to the development of the person you are becoming. A trained mind also has the power to inspire others. When your mind is disciplined and focused, you exude confidence, clarity, and purpose. People are drawn to those who have a clear vision and the mental strength to pursue it. A mind that is educated and trained in the ways of success can be a source of guidance and mentorship to others. When you have mastered your own thoughts, when you have trained your mind to think critically and purposefully, you become an example of what is possible. You inspire others to do the same, to take control of their thoughts, to develop their minds, and to align their actions with their purpose. Training the mind is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process. It is a commitment to lifelong learning, growth, and self-improvement. Each day presents an opportunity to strengthen and sharpen the mind, to develop new skills, and to refine the way you think. The more you invest in training your mind, the more powerful it becomes in achieving your purpose. A trained mind sees the world differently. It does not see limitations, it sees opportunities. It does not see problems, it sees solutions. It does not see failure, it sees lessons learned. A trained mind, empowered by discipline and education, is an unstoppable force. It is the foundation for success, the tool that allows you to break through barriers, accomplish your goals, and fulfill your purpose. There is no limit to what a disciplined, educated mind can achieve. It is the most valuable asset you can possess, because it is the one tool that can be used to shape your destiny. When you train your mind to think purposefully and strategically, you unlock the full potential of your life. The mind is a creative force. Every invention, every solution to a problem, every breakthrough begins as a thought. Creativity does not come from the world around you, but from the mind within you. It is within the mind that ideas are born, shaped, and transformed into reality. The mind is not simply a passive processor of information. It is a powerful generator of new possibilities, innovations, and concepts that can change the world. The creative power of the mind is one of the most remarkable gifts you possess. Creativity is not confined to artists, musicians, or inventors. Every individual, regardless of their professional background, has the potential to create something new. The mind is the birthplace of creativity, and creativity is not just about making something artistic or original. It is about solving problems, creating solutions, and finding new ways of thinking. At the core of every invention, whether it's a technological advancement or a new way of doing business, is a creative thought that challenged the status quo and sought to improve upon it. The mind takes an idea and transforms it into something tangible, shaping the world in ways that have never been seen before. Creativity begins with the ability to imagine. Imagination is the mental process that allows you to see what does not yet exist. It is through imagination that new concepts are formed, solutions to problems are found, and the future is envisioned. A creative mind does not simply accept things as they are. It looks at the world with fresh eyes, asking the question, how can this be better? Every advancement in history, from the wheel to the internet, started as a thought in someone's mind. Creativity takes what is and reimagines what could be. It is a powerful force for change and progress. The mind is also a problem-solving machine. When faced with a challenge, the mind does not simply dwell on the difficulty, it begins to search for solutions. The creative force of the mind thrives on challenges, as it sees obstacles as opportunities to innovate and improve. Where others see problems, the creative mind sees potential. It seeks out new ways to overcome difficulties and turns adversity into a source of growth. This problem-solving ability is at the heart of every great innovation. Whether it is inventing new technology, designing a more efficient system, or finding a way to improve daily life, the creative mind is always working to find answers. But creativity is not something that happens in isolation. It requires an open and receptive mind, one that is willing to explore new ideas, challenge old assumptions, and embrace new possibilities. A closed mind, one that is fixed in its ways and resistant to change, stifles creativity. To tap into the creative force of the mind, you must be willing to think outside the box, to let go of limiting beliefs, and to entertain ideas that might seem far-fetched at first. Innovation happens when the mind is free to think without boundaries, when it is given the space to explore all options, and when it is not confined by the way things have always been done. Creativity also requires patience. It is easy to dismiss a creative idea before it has been fully developed, but the greatest inventions and solutions often take time to come to fruition. The mind needs time to process, refine, and experiment. It is through trial and error, through iteration and refinement, that creativity is fully realized. The mind needs to be patient with itself, willing to fail and try again, to evolve and adapt until the solution is found. This creative process, though sometimes messy and uncertain, is what leads to breakthroughs and new discoveries. In order to fully harness the creative power of the mind, it is important to cultivate an environment that nurtures creativity. Surround yourself with inspiration. Seek out new experiences. Expose your mind to diverse ideas, cultures, and perspectives. Creativity thrives in an environment where it is encouraged, where ideas can be exchanged freely, and where there is room to experiment and explore. The more you expose yourself to new concepts and experiences, the more your mind will be stimulated, and the more creative ideas it will generate. Your creative potential is limitless. Every time you think of a new solution, challenge an old way of doing things, or dream of a better future, you are tapping into the creative power of your mind. Creativity is not reserved for a select few, it is available to all who are willing to cultivate and nurture it. The more you trust in your own creative abilities, the more you will find that your mind is a wellspring of ideas, solutions, and innovations. You are capable of creating things that have never been seen before, of solving problems in ways no one else has thought of. The mind is a creative force that can shape the world. From the smallest change to the largest transformation, everything begins with a thought. Creativity is the bridge between where you are and where you want to go. It is the driving force behind progress and innovation. When you embrace the creative power of the mind, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Your ability to imagine, to solve problems, and to create new possibilities is one of your greatest assets. It is the key to unlocking your potential and changing the world around you. The mind is a creative force, and when you allow it to work without limitations, it will take you farther than you ever thought possible. Your mind is the key to freedom. Physical freedom without mental freedom is a prison. You may live in a country where your body is free to move, work, and act, but if your mind is enslaved by limiting beliefs, fear, doubt, or negativity, you are not truly free. Mental freedom is the gateway to living a life of purpose, fulfillment, and possibility. It is the freedom to think without constraints, to envision a future without limits, and to make choices that align with your true potential. When the mind is liberated, it becomes a powerful force that can transform not only your life but the world around you. Mental freedom begins with breaking free from the constraints of limiting beliefs. These beliefs often come from external sources: society, family, culture, and past experiences. They tell you what is possible and what is not, what you are capable of and what you are not. These beliefs, whether they are about your abilities, your worth, or your potential, hold you captive and prevent you from reaching your true potential. To experience true freedom, you must identify and dismantle these limiting beliefs. Your mind must be freed from the shackles of negative thinking that have been imposed upon it. When you break free from these mental chains, you open yourself up to new possibilities, new opportunities, and new ways of thinking that can propel you forward. Mental freedom is also the ability to think independently. Too often, people allow the opinions of others, the pressures of society, and the expectations placed on them to shape their thoughts and decisions. This external influence can restrict your ability to think for yourself and make choices that align with your unique purpose. True mental freedom comes when you liberate yourself from the need to conform to others' expectations and start thinking for yourself. It is the courage to listen to your own voice, trust your own judgment, and follow the path that feels right for you, even if it diverges from the path others expect you to follow. When the mind is free, it is no longer bound by fear. Fear is one of the greatest prisons of the mind. It paralyzes us, keeps us stuck in our comfort zones, and prevents us from taking risks or stepping into the unknown. Fear often stems from past experiences, misconceptions, or the imagined consequences of failure. But fear is a mental construct, and just as it is created in the mind, it can also be dismantled in the mind. When you free your mind from fear, you unlock the courage to pursue your dreams, take bold steps, and embrace the unknown. Fear no longer dictates your actions because your mind is free to see the possibilities, not the dangers. A liberated mind operates from a place of confidence, resilience, and trust in the process of life. Mental freedom also involves breaking free from the prison of negativity. Negative thoughts, doubt, and self-criticism can hold your mind hostage, creating an environment where growth is stifled and opportunities are overlooked. A negative mindset leads to a self-fulfilling prophecy. What you believe about yourself shapes the reality you experience. If you see yourself as unworthy, incapable, or destined for failure, your actions will align with those beliefs and your life will reflect that mindset. But when you free your mind from negativity, you replace those thoughts with empowering beliefs about your potential. You begin to see yourself as capable, worthy, and destined for success. A positive, empowered mindset leads to positive actions and results. The key to mental freedom is awareness. Awareness allows you to recognize when your mind is being influenced by external pressures, negative thoughts, or limiting beliefs. It enables you to take control of your thoughts and redirect them toward a more empowering direction. With awareness, you become the master of your own mind, no longer a passive participant in the flow of your thoughts, but an active creator of your mental landscape. Through awareness, you can choose your thoughts, and by choosing your thoughts, you can change your life. Once your mind is liberated, you are free to take control of your life and your destiny. Mental freedom gives you the power to create your own reality. You are no longer a victim of circumstances or the limitations that others impose on you. You are free to make decisions based on your vision for your life, to take actions that align with your purpose, and to create a life that reflects your true potential. Your mind becomes a tool for transformation, not just for yourself, but for the world around you. When your mind is free, your actions are driven by purpose, and your life becomes an expression of your highest ideals and greatest possibilities. The mind is the foundation of all freedom because it shapes how we perceive and experience the world. If the mind is enslaved, the individual is enslaved. But when the mind is free, the possibilities are endless. You have the power to redefine who you are, what you believe, and what you can achieve. Mental freedom allows you to think beyond the constraints of your current circumstances and to imagine a future that is shaped by your dreams, not your limitations. It is the key to unlocking your potential and living a life of true fulfillment. A liberated mind transforms everything. When the mind is free, it is a powerful force for change. It allows you to break through limitations, overcome obstacles, and live a life that is aligned with your purpose. The mind, when liberated, has the capacity to shape not only your own life but the world around you. It can bring about innovation, solve problems, and create solutions that make a difference in the world. When you free your mind, you tap into your highest potential and become a force for good in the world. Mental freedom is the key to living a life of purpose, fulfillment, and limitless possibility. It is the foundation for all true freedom. In conclusion, the power of the mind is unparalleled. It is the source of your identity, your destiny, and your freedom. What you think shapes who you are and determines where you go. The mind is not just a tool, but the very fabric that weaves the life you are destined to live. It is the battlefield where battles are won or lost, the canvas where your dreams are painted, and the gatekeeper that determines what enters and exits your life. Your mind is the most powerful asset you will ever possess, and how you train, renew, and guard it will shape the course of your life. The mind is a creative force capable of bringing into existence the things that never were. It is the birthplace of innovation, invention, and transformation. When you free your mind, you free your life. Mental freedom is not just about releasing yourself from limiting beliefs and fears. It is about unlocking the potential that lies within you to think beyond the boundaries of your circumstances and embrace the greatness you were born to achieve. So I challenge you today, do not settle for a life that is dictated by external forces or negative thinking. Your mind is the key to unlocking a life of purpose, power, and potential. Your thoughts are not just fleeting moments, they are the architects of your future. Guard them, train them, and let them be aligned with the greatness that lies within you. Transform your mind and your life will follow. The greatest power in the universe resides within you, your mind. It is time to set it free.